I woke up with a completely brilliant idea.
What's the idea?
Movies on loop in the bookstore.
Oh, no.
Tis the season for stalkings, also stalking, the other kind. Season 2 of Netflix's You takes place in LA with some new characters, including 40, played by James Scully, who joins me now.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for coming by.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Second season is in LA, so the vibe is pretty different, I think. Yeah, tell me about being able to kind of roll out of bed and go and shoot.
It's really nice, yeah. It was nice being able to like film in Atwater and we were sort of like apart from all of the craziness where you would usually shoot, like on one of the lots or in like the middle of the city. I love LA, so all of the sets were very LA. You know, it was a lot of like fiddly figs and like low warm lighting,
Yes.
a lot of like neutral tones. I loved it. I really enjoyed that we were getting to celebrate all of the things that are wonderful about Los Angeles, while also through Joe's perspective, sort of like looking at the things that maybe are not as enjoyable about the city.
40 he's a character.
What are your intentions with my sister?
Love.
It's nice to meet you, love.
Movies that are, wait for it, also books.
Kill it with fire.
Been in LA, and if you've been working in this industry long enough, we've met several 40s.
Yeah, maybe more than we would like,
Yeah.
for sure.
So who was the inspiration?
In the 3 months that I had leading up, I would just like go out in Los Angeles, maybe to places that I would not normally spend
Okay,
time.
so you have
and just
to spill, like,
people
where?
watch. Soho House, which is lovely. Love going there. Love Soho
I heard the
House.
food is great.
The food is great, and the
but
drinks
you also
are
have
strong.
to pay for it on top of your membership.
I
which...
mean, I'm not a member. I definitely got snuck in by
Oh,
a member, but
okay.
I read some of the book. I talked to the show creator a lot. I mean, the truth of it is, a lot of the things that he's insecure or crazy about are things that I think like any like actor or creative person living in Los Angeles at the end of the day can understand. He maybe just handles that anxiety in a way that I personally wouldn't.
Oh, a rich kid turned recovering addict turned aspiring screenwriter living in Los Angeles. Groundbreaking.
He, for me, what he ended up becoming was sort of like a 13-year-old boy operating inside like a grown man's body. You know what I mean? I think his family definitely spoiled him. In fact, I feel like sometimes they're encouraging his worst impulses. And so it's like that. It's like an adolescent boy who just like wants things and he wants them now.
Oh, and absolutely nobody has to hear your latest idea for a screenplay, but sure, 40. Go ahead.
Everybody in LA has multiple screenplay ideas.
Yes. I mean, even that is just him looking for validation. Being like, look at my ideas and like, look at the things I think about. Am I normal? Am I good? Do you think I'm funny? Like, do you
Yeah.
want to hang out with me?
Do you want to follow me on Instagram?
Right.
Sure, I'd been hurt before, but I learned from that, and I wanted to fight for a fresh start. The real thing this time.
You mentioned reading the book. Did you watch the first season of this show?
I did.
Okay,
I
thoughts?
had actually just started watching it when I got the appointment. I loved it. I mean, first episode, Penn's like across the street watching her through the window and, you know, having a time. And I was like, this is, wow, they're going there. They're going all the way there.
Oh, they took it home.
Yeah, they're not
absolutely.
shying away from how creepy and dark and weird it is. But it's also, then you have moments like when they have that meet cute on the train tracks and they like roll over and the train goes by and her hair is blowing in the wind. It's interesting because it's, sometimes you want them to fall in love with each other and then you're also like, oh right, he's a psychopath and she like needs to get out of there.
Well, Penn Badgley has said that he got a lot of thirst messages about Joe after the first season. 40, I mean, I think is a much more lovable character. Do you anticipate as much thirst?
You know what? I would love for there to be thirst. I hope
You want
it's-
40 thirst?
Yeah, I would love some 40 thirst. Hashtag 40 thirst.
Yeah, let's do this.
Maybe not the kind of messages that Penn gets, because again, they get pretty dark sometimes. That said, I love 40, and I hope that other people love him too. If one of my girlfriends came to me and was like, this is my new boyfriend, and it was 40, I don't think I could give that my blessing.
Let's see here. How about we move the woman's lit display? Like, why are we separating them? That's sexist, right?
When you moved here, what was the LA thing that shocked you?
This is the most basic answer to this question, but I lived in New York for 5 years before I moved here, so I think it really was the weather. I was like, you know what I mean? I would walk outside and it was 76 degrees and sunny again. And I was like, it's really just like this. The weather and the people. I think New York has like a very like go, 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 go energy. We don't necessarily have time to like stop and have a conversation about things. But I found that people in Los Angeles, for better or worse, are much more willing to sit and talk with you.
We also end up at, spin class at 12 noon on a Wednesday. There's a lot of that.
Which
as
I
well.
love. I used to be a spinning instructor, so
Really?
yes. Actually, that's the truth, is I'll go into a cycling class and have insanely high standards because like I know the way that I would do it.
Okay.
So everyone else is living for it and I'm like, they're not counting right.
Pulp Fiction,
Not based on a book.
whichever of the Star Wars,
Again.
50 Shades, obviously.
1 for 3, marginally.
We are gonna sell so many books.
Can't wait.
Thank you so much. And you can see more of James on You Season 2, which premieres December 26th on Netflix.